if you're tuning in on the stream or remotely, we are.
I can hear you now.
Okay, yeah. So we had. I was just letting anybody know that was on our. We were simultaneously having our stream going. If they lost power, we just got them back going. Had a power outage here at Ackerman at Dale Davison Field, and so we're back in action as far as at least the lights come on.
Guys, hey, y'all! I couldn't hear y'all, so y'all aren't on the air. You ready to go back on now?
No, I was just we were streaming as well, so we were just letting our stream people logged in on the
gotcha,
just
gotcha,
knowing.
gotcha.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
Teams are out stretching.
I was just trying to make sure.
Yeah, it's still going to be a few minutes.
Yeah, the lights are back on, and both teams are out stretching, so I don't think we'll be very long from getting back going. Never fails.
We like to make it exciting.
Jeremy, there's more sweet stuff. There's maybe some, those things weren't that good, honestly, but then there's some sweets and stuff. If you want to go ahead and bring it back to us, I guess we're ready to go. So.
Okay.
Whenever.
Commercial on it wraps up in about 20 seconds.
Yeah, that's
good.
Yeah, so. Better place your thing for Snickers. Better run in there and get a Snickers.
Yeah. All right, coming back to you guys in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're live.
All right, welcome back to Choctaw County High School and Dale Davison Field as we're back in action after our power outage. And the first play back, it's 4:12 left to go here in the first quarter. Eagles take the snap as Perkins goes straight ahead. He's tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Going to be a loss on the play, so it's 2nd and 11. Eagles are going from right to left. They're on the near hash, 3:54. Ball is spotted on the 21-yard line where the interception took place there of KJ Cork's deep pass. Eagles break the huddle. Perkins is in the shotgun. He has Johnson to his left. Takes the snap and hands it off to Johnson going around the right side. And he's going to turn the corner going up that right hash. He's going to pick up some good yardage.
Look at what we got out there, Chris, though. It's another one of those yellow flags. So even though we had a power outage, it seemed to slow down the yellow flags coming out.
Yeah, like you said, we've seen our fair share here, and got a break for just a little bit of throwing one and said, hey, let's don't waste any time here. 3:27 in the first quarter.
Yeah, call is holding against the Eagles, so it'll back them up.
So, yeah, way behind the sticks right here. It's going to be 2nd and 21. So now the ball is going to be spotted on the 11-yard line. So Chargers might be able to pin their ears back a little bit. But you could see some speed there of Johnson, and he's a hard runner when he gets in the open space. So he was able to pick up a first down earlier in the ball game. So break the huddle, trips to the left. Now Perkins in the shotgun, and he's going to look to his right. He hits a single wide receiver over on that side, and it's going to be a pickup of about 7. Like the ball might have came out, and the Chargers have it in the end zone. I'm waiting on a signal, and it is touchdown. And I can't see if that's number 8 or number 9 for the Chargers. And I don't know if it was fumbled or where, but there's a flag on the play as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how the Chargers ended up with the ball there, Chris, but I do know the penalty is going to be against the Chargers for roughing the passer So I'm not sure if that was actually an interception or what might have happened there on that far sideline, but the penalty will go against the Chargers. So it'll still be Eagle football.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Number 9, Jaquan Lewis was who came up with it, the senior right there, and ended up in the end zone. Did you see the call as far as what the penalty was on?
Yeah, it was roughing the passer.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's the second one that's called against the Chargers, and it wasn't enough to get up first down yardage, but that's going to be, it signals first down. So I guess it'll be automatic first down on that because it didn't make it to the 31-yard line, so the ball's going to be spotted at the 26.
Yeah, and they were going the wrong way, and now all of a sudden you give them 1st and 10 on the 26.
So Perkins in the shotgun with Johnson to his right, 2 receivers to the right and left. He's in the shotgun, takes the snap, and he's looking to his right and throws it out in the flat to Pittman, and Pittman makes a man miss and is going to pick up a first down as he is going to advance it about 15 yards down the field.
Yeah, move the chains again for the Eagles, so they'll travel on down and pushing it there. Looks like they're going to spot it. Going to be close to around the 42.
As you can see why Perkins wants to try to get it in Pittman's hand, as he's got some speed himself. So Perkins in the shotgun, again with Johnson to his left, 2 wide receivers with Pittman to the left-hand side. Perkins takes the snap, hands it off to Johnson straight ahead, and he is met and drove into the ground.
Yeah, absolutely. Another one of those big plays, and that's number 50 again. Benjarvis Shoemaker comes right through there again, and just makes it happen.
Yeah, I know it was pretty exaggerated, but he made one heck of a play there and ended up drove Johnson into the ground as he didn't even get a chance to get started. He met him in the backfield. So it's 2nd down and 12, 1:53 and counting here in the first quarter. Chargers up 7-0. Trips to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left. It's Perkins in an empty backfield. He's in the shotgun. He brings a man in motion. That's Pittman across, and he fakes the jet sweep, and he is bunched up as far as tackled in the backfield. Nowhere to go as the Chargers defended that play very well.
Yep, didn't make it back to the line of scrimmage there again. Donovan Island, number 56, junior defensive lineman, made it through that time and grabbed a hold of him.
Tried to use Pittman as a decoy right there, getting with that speed coming across there on the jet sweep, but the Chargers stayed home on the backside right there and made that play. So 3rd and 13, 1:07 and counting here in the first quarter. Play clock at 14. Eagles needing to pick up a first down here to keep this drive alive. Everybody's bunched up, 3 wide receivers to the left of Pittman. Perkins, and he hands the ball off to Pittman going around the left side, and Pittman has nowhere to go as that another tackle for a loss, and that's going to bring up 4th down and a good bit. It's already 3rd and 13, so let's say 4th and 15.
Yeah, your corner Quasi Lane come in there, and I think he was reading the eyes of your quarterback at that particular point in time, and as soon as he handed that ball off, he was there to make that tackle in the backfield. So 4th down will actually bring up the first punt of the night.
Yeah, Landry Winter is going to be out, 6 foot, 180-pound junior. So, and that's going to do it here don't let the play clock expire here in the first quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, Chargers in the lead, 7-0 over the Eupora Eagles. So we'll be back in 1 minute with Charger football on WLSM.
You're clear.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time I'd like to announce that the band boosters are holding a 50 round. Winner will be drawn at the beginning of the fourth quarter tonight.
Stumbling around Pittman and Perkins. PP and
Hosted by the band booster. You can see the band booster table. Down by the concession stand if you would like to purchase a ticket. The first one? Yeah, second quarter gets underway.
I couldn't see.
All right, fix to come back to you guys in just a few seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're live.
All right, welcome back to Dale Davison Field. Here as the Chargers are taking on the Eupora Eagles. It's 7-0 here, and as we start the second quarter, first play for the Eagles here in the second quarter is going to be a punt. As Winter put his foot into it, and it's an end-over-end kick that's going to go up the right hash. Woodard jumps on it right there to keep it from picking up any extra yards. So the Chargers are going to have starting field position around the 33-yard line. So the Chargers are going to be going from right to left. And looks like another penalty here.
Yeah, I didn't see the call, nor did I see the flag that time, Chris. But seems to be against the Chargers, whatever it was. So field position is going to be even further back.
It looked like in the variety of 15 yards. So the ball's going to be spotted. So I'm assuming a personal foul, but the ball is going to be spotted at the 18-yard line. It's on the near hash. Chargers going again from right to left. So Cork in the backfield with Miller to his left. He hands it off to Miller. Miller stopped with initially, tries to turn it still upfield, trying to go north and south, and end up he's going to pick up several yards there, about 4 yards going straight ahead. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Reverse direction and just come back and was able to get a few extra yards there.
So Miller comes off the field and Sellers comes in. Cork hands the ball off to Sellers going around the left side. There's a wall. Sellers gets behind Cunningham, and he keeps his feet moving. He's going to be over into Eagle territory as the Chargers are going to have the ball at the 47-yard line, but excellent run there. They had a great wall set up on this near sideline for Sellers. He kept once he got contact, kept his feet moving and sort of moved things, the whole pile over into Eagle territory.
Yeah, if I'm a running back, Chris, and I want to run behind somebody, Caleb Cunningham is the guy that I want to be behind, to run and just kind of let him make a way for me.
So Cork's going to get under center. He's got the I formation with Sellers and Miller behind him. Cunningham to the left. He hands it off to Sellers on the quick hitter on the little belly play underneath, and the pile continues to move. What a hard run there by Sellers. Sellers doesn't have the yards per carry that we see of Miller. He's averaging 5.3 as a comparison to 11 yards a carry for Miller, but got some tough yardage inside the tackles there. So 10-24 and counting here in the second quarter. So Cork's in the shotgun with Miller to the left and Sellers to the right. Cunningham is split out to the left. Cork throws it out to the right flat and hits Woodard. And it's going to pick up the first down. Just a little hitch, sat down, hit him right in the chest with it. And it's going to pick up the first down. Move the chains. So 10 minutes and counting. Chargers moving pretty quickly down the field. Cork gets the signal from the sidelines. We have Cunningham split out very wide to the left. Chargers on the far hash. Cunningham is in the shotgun with both running backs to each side. He takes the snap, hands it off to Sellers going around this left side, and he finds a seam, and he's going to get down to about the 26-yard line. Once he plants his foot, he turns up and goes north and south, but I thought it was going to be well defended, but good vision.
Number 6, Eli Clark there for the Eagles on the tackle there. He was just able, solo tackle there, was able to grab a hold of him and bring him down. I thought he was the only man he had to beat, and if he was to beat Clark there, he was gone, but Clark able to come in and make the tackle.
Same formation, both running backs each side of Court. Court takes the snap. He's looking for Cunningham on a double move, and he's going to throw it down toward the end zone, just overshoots his receiver. End up double coverage on that side, but Cunningham was open. End up with just overshot, threw it over his outside shoulder just with a little bit, just needed a little bit touch. But second and short at the time, and it was a good down and distance to take a shot. So third and short, 3rd and 2 here for the Chargers. We'll get back in the I formation with Sellers and Miller. Cork hands it off to Sellers, and he goes straight up the middle and then tries to bounce it around the left side and find some little daylight. Looks like he's going to pick up the first down.
Yeah, 4-down territory for sure, but didn't need it there because Sellers just able to turn up field and get the chains moved for the Chargers. So move the ball down. Where's it spotted at? It looks like about the 22-yard line.
22, 8:44 and counting here in the first half. First down and 10. Running backs as far as to each side of Cork. Cork in the shotgun. He hands it off to Miller going around the right side, and he's going to keep his feet moving. He's going to be tackled, but after a pickup about 7 by a host of Eagles. But you getting that yardage on first down really helps your play calling as far as on 2nd and 3rd down. So 2nd and 3 for the Chargers. So Cunningham is split out to the left, Woodard to the right. Both running backs to each side of Cork. Cork looks to Cunningham. He catches it out in the flat. End up pretty well defended right there as he tried to spin out to the outside. And
yeah, a host of Eagles just met Caleb over there on that side, on the near sideline there. Not much doing on that play, bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, but you got to be able to hit those every once in a while to hit that double move as far as that the Chargers tried earlier. But same formation with Miller and Sellers on each side of Cork. Cork takes the snap and he hands it off to Sellers, running straight ahead, and he's bouncing off Eagles, and he's still fighting for yards, and the whistle got blown. And I was surprised. He's still on his feet. He was fighting, but the whistle was blown. I never saw him on the ground. But the ball's going to be inside the 10. I think it's going to be right at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, 1st and goal for the Chargers. Not sure. He was bouncing off and just like a ping pong ball there and just going through there. So
usually don't see those blown dead as far as till somebody goes to the ground because those linemen come up behind and push. But Chargers in the I formation as Cork hands it off, pitches it to Miller going around the left side. Miller slows down looking for a crease. He reaches out and stretches for the goal line. And touchdown Chargers. As Miller stretches that one out and gets into the end zone for the Chargers with 6:48 here to go in before half.
Yeah, 6-yard run there for Miller. Just come to the near sideline, was able just to ease in by the pylon over there, and so it put more points on the board for the Chargers.
That's the 13th touchdown on the year for Jeremiah Miller, but he had to earn that. He had some vision right there. So Jaden Timms back to attempt the extra point. He made his first one. So the snap is going to be back. The hold is down. The kick is low and line drive, but it goes through the uprights, and the Chargers take the lead 14-0 with 6:48 left to go before halftime. We'll be back in 1 minute with Charger football on WLSM, The Refuge.
You're clear.
All right. We started on the.
Right.
Yeah,
that's it.
But he was leading reception, so I meant he won the number of receptions. So I'm just.
All right, coming back to you guys in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're live.
Welcome back to Choctaw County High School at Dale Davison Field as the Chargers are up 14-0 on the Eupora Eagles. Hunter Holland just approached the kickoff and got this kickoff going. It was an end-over-end kick. It's going to be hit the turf about the 30-yard line, and the Eagles jump on it. So that's going to be where the Eagles start this next possession. That last drive was about 5 minutes and went another well-sustained drive where the Chargers went over 80 yards to drive for the touchdown. So both of the scoring summaries have been long drives that the Chargers have been able to go down the field. So here the Eagles are on the field with Perkins back at quarterback with the running back to his left and right. He hands the ball off. No, he fakes the handoff, and he tries to go bounce it around the left side, and he is tackled quickly there by Braxton Shoemaker.
Yeah, Braxton's been all over the field tonight, and there he is once again, just able to come through and make another good tackle.
The Eagles are going from left to right. And they're on the right about the middle of the field. I talked about the field conditions earlier. The Chargers field looked really good as far as the county logo in the center with this painted up. The coaches and staff did a really good job on that. The 50-yard line and both 20s are striped red and white. So real good night for football.
Yeah, white out night and at the Dale, and so just see a lot of white around.
So Perkins drops back in the shotgun, and he takes the snap, and there is nowhere to go. He tries to get his head up to look downfield, trying to pick up a receiver, but so much pressure, he could nowhere to go with the ball, as he had to tuck it and was sacked in the backfield.
Yeah, we mentioned it, Chris. You know, that Charger D has stood tall all year, and just another negative play for the Eagles there as they come through.
That was the 8th.
That's okay. 8th tackle by Jaden Timms tonight. Jeremy Threadgill has told us. So, wow, just 5 minutes and 12 seconds left in the first half, and he's already had 8 tackles.
Yeah, 3rd and 21 here, so the Chargers really can pin their ears back. 3 wide receivers to the right as Perkins takes the snap, and he swings it out to the right. And he tries to hit Johnson, and Johnson just gets his head looking downfield, looking for contact, and just drops that one. So that's going to bring up 4th and a mile, 4th and 21 here for the Eagles, and that's going to force a punt. So Winter comes back on to punt. Chargers going to send back number 2, Woodard, Jeremiah Woodard. I'm sorry, Jaheim Woodard. And might be going after this one a little bit. It's usually have 2 back. So Chargers should have 10 up on the line of scrimmage here. But Winter back, awaiting the snap, letting the play clock is down at 1. It went 0. Good hard snap. And it is blocked. And going to be Chargers going to pick it up. Number 14, he's running up the left side. And he makes a great cut. That's going to be Javante Robinson that cuts it in for the Charger score. But a great cut right about the 5 or 6 yard line and goes to the inside.
Yeah, you read it perfectly, Chris. You know, you saw the pressure coming. It was a great time to do that. And Chargers just able to get their fingers on it, knock it down, and Robinson able just to make a great play and put more points on the board for the Chargers.
And we've seen that in the games that Chargers really excelled. They were able to get special team points, offensive points, and we just got to get a defensive score here in a little bit. Well, we thought we had one earlier earlier in the game, but Robinson made a great play and well-designed block there to pick up the points there for the Chargers. So 20-0 right now as the Chargers are coming out to attempt the extra point.
Yeah, and you I don't know if you saw this, Chris. There was a couple personal fouls that offset for each team there as well. So
well, we had to get those.
Had to get them in.
Flag in somewhere, right? So. But Jaden Timms comes out to attempt the extra point. 2 for 2 on the night. He steps it back. Shoemaker calls for the snap, puts it down. Kick is up and looks like it's going to be wide to the right, and it's going to be no good. So with 4:53 here before half, the Chargers are in the lead, 20-0 over the Eupora Eagles. So we'll be back in 2 minutes with Charger football on WLSM.
You're clear.
I'm sorry, 1 minute's plenty and stuff. I got carried away. I was just
Okay.
so.
All right, coming back to you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're live.
Welcome back to the Thursday night game of the week here on WLSM. The Chargers, Choctaw County Chargers, are in the lead 20-0 here at home against the visiting Eupora Eagles. 4:53 here before half. Hunter Holland and the kickoff team is on the field. Just gonna walk up and address it. Hunter Holland, end over end kick that's going to stay in the field of play. Ball's going to be picked up by Pittman, number 5, and going around, trying to get around that left side. And what I see come in, his tackle is going to be made about the 30-yard line, but we had to have another penalty come in. So this has been a penalty-ridden first half.
Yeah, Jaquan Pratt just made his way over there and made a good solo tackle. But as you mentioned, Chris, another one of those, Hankey's going to be face mask against the Chargers this time is going to be the call.
So Charger defense has been stingy so far here in this game, and trying to close out the shutout here in the first half. But 4:44, the ball is going to be spotted at the 34-yard line. So the ball is on the far hash. The Eagles are going to be going from left to right. But Pittman on that return, as far as he's the one with a lot of speed there for the Eagles. So Perkins in the shotgun. Johnson to his right. He calls for the snap, and he runs in right behind Johnson, trying to go off the left side and use Johnson as a lead blocker. But again, nowhere to go on the rush off that left side.
Ben Jarvis Shoemaker once again, Chris.
Yeah. Just good pressure right there, tackle right at the line of scrimmage. So I'm bringing up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. Chargers just came in sort of behind Johnson just to make that tackle. Eagles in no rush, play clock's down to 15. Perkins is going over to the sidelines, getting the play. So play clock's at 7, so really got a 6-5 and really got to speed up to get things set off before the delay of game. And looks like that's going to be the call, unless a timeout was called on the far side.
I think they got the timeout in before the flag came out. So.
All right, well, we'll take that timeout with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds with Charger football on WLSM.
You're clear.
All right. That counted.
Jaden Tim. Yep.
All right, you're live.
All right, welcome back to Choctaw County and Dale Davison Field here in Ackerman, Mississippi, as we have Charger football tonight on the Thursday night game of the week. It's right at 3:53 before halftime, and the Chargers are up 20-0. It's a 2nd down and 10. Ball's spotted on the far hash. Eagles had to call a timeout there. The quarterback's been running to the sidelines to get the play, but really trying to slow things down, but slowed down a little bit. Had to burn a timeout last to avoid a 5-yard penalty. So the Eagles are bunched up here. As Perkins in the backfield, a lot of motion going back and forth in the backfield with Johnson to the left. Perkins takes a snap and looking downfield, and he's avoiding pressure everywhere as he was looking to do hit Pittman on a go route over there on that far side, but he couldn't get his head to look downfield from all the pressure in front of him.
Yeah, he was wanting to pass and just didn't have it there, but guess who come up behind him? Number 50, Mr. Shoemaker.
Yeah. So trying to do a home run right there and take all the motion and try to get Chargers misaligned, but nothing. Chargers was well defended on that play. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 12 with 3:17 in counting here before half. So the Eagles break huddle. Got a H-back to the right. Perkins at quarterback with Johnson to his left. Takes the snap. He's looking to his left side. Another double move as he's going downfield toward Pittman. And it goes right off the hands of Jaquan Lewis as he almost had a pick. But Chargers had inside, outside, and underneath coverage. It was really just Pittman in that route.
Yeah, great defensive play call there by the Chargers. And it was just a host of red jerseys down the field that time.
Yeah, just anywhere, unless it was a perfect pass, the Chargers was right in position. But went with the double move there, but nobody bit. So it's 4th and 12. The punt team is on the field for the Eagles, and that's going to be Landry Winter back to punt. Chargers have back Jaheim Woodard, and then also Tashawn King for the return. Snaps back, and that's going to go off the side of the foot. And that might have backward spin. I was waiting to see. So this is going to be a very short punt in the variety of about 7 or yards or so. But end over end punt, and I was just waiting for it to backspin and go backwards the way it was going. But 2:42, and the Chargers going to have excellent field position. And that ball is going to be spotted at the 39-yard line, and the ball was punted from around the 32-yard line.
Yeah, coming our way, and when it hit on the ground, it just bounced back even further there.
So 2:42, Chargers have excellent field position here to try to get some more points before halftime. Empty backfield as KJ Cork has 3 wide receivers to his left and 2 to his right. Takes the snap. He's looking to his left. Comes out of his hand as he's trying to hit awkwardly a little bit as he's trying to hit Jaheim Woodard. But rare incompletion there by Cork, but went sort of to the outside, but it was pretty well defended there on the inside. I think he was just trying to get it away from the Eagles. Has already had the pick earlier in this first half. So the time is stopped at 2:36 with the incompletion. So Miller to the left and Sellers to the right. Takes the snap and hands it off to Sellers, trying to go around the left side, but we see a yellow flag that comes out as well. So waiting to see the call from the white hat, and he's looking to the Eupora sideline, so it's going to be a false start. It's going to be called against the Chargers, going back the Chargers up 5, so it's going to be 2nd down and 15.
So Chargers still have all 3 of their timeouts, Chris. Of course, Eupora's used just one official, so and that was on their last drive. So 2 minutes and 30 seconds before halftime, so still plenty of time to make our way down the field to score again.
No doubt. And Chargers are still having some conversation. Maybe, I don't know if it's where the ball is spotted or not, but trying to get everything worked out here for this 2nd down and 15 play. So, okay, change as far as the Eagles declined that, so it's going to bring up on the loss on the play where Sellers was going around the left side. So 3rd and 12 for the Chargers. KJ takes the snap, looking to Caleb Cunningham on this near side. He hits him on the screen, and he's going to take off. He's at the 20, 10, 5, touchdown Chargers. So 42-yard touchdown reception. KJ Cork to Caleb Cunningham. Just takes something easy
We've seen that play over and over this year where Caleb just cuts back up the middle, just slants up the middle. He was able to slant up the middle, catch the ball that time, and then come back to the near sideline and just able to ease his way up the sideline. Nobody was able to touch him. So put 6 more on the board for the Chargers.
Everything was going toward the middle of the field as he caught that on the slant. He planted his foot, reversed his field, came up the outside, and nobody was going to catch him as he went into the end zone. So Chargers missed that last extra point, going to go for 2. Lined up right now in the I formation. H-back to the right. Sellers and then Miller behind Sellers. Cork's going to get under center. Takes the snap, and this is going to be a pitch to the left-hand side. Blockers in front of Miller, and Miller is going to get in for the PAT. So the Chargers going to even this up with the 2-point conversion, 28-0 with 2:15 here before half. We'll be back in 1 minute with Charger football on WLSM, the Refuge.
You're clear.
To sweep Jeremiah Miller.
Yeah, sweep to the.
Yeah. Got no I formation. I formation again and stuff. So. Need the onside kick to get to 35.
There we go.
All right, coming back to you guys in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're live.
All right, welcome back to the Thursday night game of the week on WLSM, the Refuge. Hunter Holland is kicking here off for the Choctaw County Chargers, up 28-0 over the Eupora Eagles. Holland approaches an end-over-end kick that's going to land about the 29-yard line. It's fielded there by the Eagles, and he is tackled about the 40-yard line. That's going to be number 6 that's on the return, Eli Clark, and he returns it up to about the 40-yard line where he was met pretty abruptly there by the Chargers.
Yeah, he had a head of steam as he was coming upfield, but he was met with a head of steam as well.
So good starting field position there for the Eagles with the good return by Clark. So Chargers defense, as we mentioned, has been pretty stingy as far as here in this first half. So the Eagles have 2 timeouts. The Chargers have 3. All right, the Eagles come out, have 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Perkins is standing in the shotgun with Johnson to his right. Perkins takes the snap and tries to go off the left side. Just, again, nowhere to go, so it's going to be tackled right about the line of scrimmage.
Chargers going to use one of their timeouts after that play, Chris, and so that'll be the first one that they've used this half. So timeout, Choctaw County.
Yeah, so we'll just keep it here. I think it'll be a short timeout as but nowhere to go. The Chargers defense has played really good here in the first half, but Coach Mitchell would like to touch the ball again here before halftime, I feel like.
Yeah, he's said time and time again, you know, great teams score before halftime, right before halftime. And so, yeah, as you mentioned there, Chris, he'd love to get that ball back and move down the field even before we go in for half.
So Braxton Shoemaker comes off the sidelines, hobbling a little bit, but cramping, I don't know, as far as here at this time of year, it seems odd. As far I just remember, that's been a long time ago as far as back playing this time of year in the football games at the end of the regular season. It got cold at some point in time. I think we've been in shorts pretty much this whole season, pretty much.
Have worn shorts a good bit of the season for sure, but, you know, looking at the next week's forecast as we start playoff, you know, you might have to wear the long breeches next week.
No, we might have to there. So Eagles are 2nd down and 10. Perkins in the backfield in the shotgun with Johnson to his right. He has his H-back to the right, 2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Center of the field on the 40-yard line, takes the snap, hands it off to Johnson, and nowhere to go as he's met again by number 50. That's going to be our other Shoemaker, Ben Jarvis. So tackle for a loss. That's going to be back up about 2 yard lines, 2 yards. So it's going to be 3rd down and 12 for the Eagles. The Chargers didn't call a timeout now, preserving a couple, but 1:33. And now let a few seconds slide right there, but was going to be call a timeout here with 1:32 left before half. So we'll take this timeout with them. We'll be back in 1 minute with Charger football here on WLSM.
You're clear.
All right.
All right, coming back to you guys in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're live.
All right, welcome back to Choctaw County High School as it's 3rd and 12 for the Eupora Eagles. Perkins takes the snap and hands off to Pittman going around the left side, and Pittman hits a burst of speed and he's going to stumble actually past the first down marker, but pick up the first down, and it's going to be a fresh set of downs here for the Eagles. As you can see, that athleticism for Mark Pittman to pick up the first down. So 1st down and 10 for the Eagles. Pittman takes the snap, fakes to Johnson, and then turns up the right side on the quarterback keeper around the end, and he's going to run for about 5 yards, but comes up a little gimpy on that play.
Yeah, back-to-back positive plays there for the Eagles, Chris, as they're moving down the field and then in Charger territory there on about the 40-yard line of the Chargers.
So 35 seconds and counting. The Eagles only have 1 timeout remaining. And Perkins in the shotgun calls for the snap, fakes the handoff and does a backwards pass to Pittman off the right side, and here comes a flag in, but that was a backwards lateral right there, which if it was been incomplete or hit the ground would have been possible for a fumble. But
hold on the Eagles this time is what that call is, so we'll back them up and do it again with 20 seconds left before halftime.
So that 10 yards going back up behind the sticks. So place the ball right at midfield. Eagles going from left to right here. So 50 yards to land of milk and honey here for the Eagles, trying to get into score before half. And that with the setting the ball, the clock started moving, and we're at 16 seconds as Perkins and the Eagles are not in a hurry to get up to the line of scrimmage. 10 seconds. Perkins calls for a snap, looks to his left, looking downfield, and he's going to take off. Another flag comes out. Perkins spins around the left side and reverses his field, but he's going to be tackled around the 32-yard line, which would be enough for the first down. The clock expired in the first half, so I think it's going to be a hold that was going to be Shoemaker.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold against the Eagles, but you hear the buzzer to carry us to halftime. Chargers will decline that penalty, and we'll call it the first half.
So here at the end of the first half, the score is 28-0 over the Eupora Eagles here in the Highway 9 Bowl. Hadn't said that a whole lot as far as rivalry game between these two. Been division matchup before during the years since Chargers started in 2013. This is the 7th matchup, so it's only haven't played every year. So, Chris, what's your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, you know, we talked about playing clean, and we've just seen a lot of yellow hankies on the field. and we definitely want to clean that up. You know, we don't need the penalties, unnecessary penalties as we go into the playoff season on either side. But I do want to make mention that the defense is, after that first drive, has really played lights out, and I don't mean just a couple guys. It's been defensive guys all over the field tonight. We've got a few that's got 5 or 6 tackles just going into halftime. So I think it's just a positive thing to see even more of that defense come out for us again tonight.
Yeah, end up defense, like you said, wins championships, of course, as far as you always heard that saying. Everybody likes the flash of the offense and the scoring points, but if you don't give up any, you don't lose many stuff. As far as I could look at some stats as far as when the Chargers give up less than 10 points. I think they're almost perfect in their record. But great first half of Charger football here. So it's halftime. Chargers up 28-0. So we'll be back in a few minutes with Charger football here on WLSM. I think during this we might have SEC update, maybe scores from around the area, the games that are in action as far as tonight and the area for WLSM. But we'll be back shortly with Charger football here on WLSM.
You're clear.
All right. So what's the...
Y'all just want to stay connected till halftime?
That's fine. I can just leave
That's
it
what
going. In the noise, I'm going to have the band try to amp it up just a little bit, but it's 18 minutes is what we have on the scoreboard. I know they'll add a few minutes. Or you have enough as far as filler, a pretty good bit during this time?
I got plenty. I'm good. Yeah, I got plenty.
Would it be better for me
to play, and then I'm going to...
All right, go ahead.
I was going to say, I've got updates to play and SEC, so I've got easily 20 minutes of stuff.
Okay, and if so, I'll just text you or just make sure. I know I had you text me earlier, or I'll just listen for you, but we'll wait till closer to, like you said, 18, 20 minutes from now. So.
Yeah, that's fine. Just give me a heads up when y'all want to go back on, and I can cut into anything I got going.
Okay, all right, perfect, Dustin. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about another round of applause for the Eupora High School marching band?
We be needing to load this fine vessel. If we don't set sail on this ship soon, mark me words, I'll be having a lot of you eating the ballast grub you ever laid your eyes on. Ahoy, scallywag! Get up from behind that barrel, quit your lollygagging and get to work, or I'll make you walk the plank. Aye, me hearties, hoist the sail, heave up the anchor, and let's be off on our grand. Man your battle stations. I spy a ship on the horizon right for the plunder. Let's be taking what's rightfully ours. Gather your swords, me crew. We be storming their vessel. It's a good day to be a tyrant. inside. More sounded Davy Jones himself. What be I to do with ye, I wonder? Off to the brig with ye, and may ye sober up, for you find yourself in deep wounds. Keep your eyes peeled on the horizon for any signs of danger. In these parts, peril will be lurking around every way. Pirate be full of adventure and thrill, boisterous against time emerges. There be more treasure to come, more ravenous way. This adventure we crave, we be true pirates first. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to direct your attention to mid-field. We have a special presentation tonight. At this time,
how much longer do you guys think before you're ready to go back on?
football team,
2 minutes. They got 2 minutes on the break.
Okay. All right, give me like a 30-second warning or so I can segue into you guys.
Okay.
He graduated from Akron High School in 2001, where he was a football and baseball player for the Indians and was part of a state championship. He then went on to Holmes Community College for 2 years and graduated from Mississippi State in 2006. He went to physical therapy school at the University of Mississippi Medical Center and graduated as a doctor of physical therapy in 2009. He currently works for Choctaw Regional Medical Center in Akron as the Director of Physical Therapy. He is married to Shannon Draper and has 2 boys, Bryce and Dylan. For the last 13 years, Reed has selflessly volunteered for our football teams on Friday nights, helping with injuries and in any other way he can. Tonight we want to show our sincere appreciation for all you have done over the years and let you know just how thankful we are. Please give a round of applause for Reed Draper.
Whenever you get ready.
Yeah,
All right. I'm fixing to come to you guys in just a second.
All right.
So let me just segue out of this.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, coming to you guys in 3, 2, 1, and you're live.
All right, welcome back to Ackerman, Mississippi, as we're getting ready for our second half of football. Highway 9 Bowl. Choctaw County Chargers up 28-0 on the visiting Eupora Eagles. It came down Highway 9 South as far as to visit Ackerman today. Both teams are on the field stretching. We're just a few minutes before this kickoff the second half. Chris, any adjustments here for the second half?
you know, it's just one of those things where I'd like to see another spark from our offense that comes back out. You know, offensively, we hadn't seen a lot.
Chris had to pause just a second because he might be the winning no, so end up or doing a drawing as far as around next door, but I think Chris got sidetracked just a little bit because he's the winner chicken dinner. What'd you win?
They said the Band Boosters was doing a 50-50 raffle, and
okay.
you know, it looks like that my ticket might be the ticket.
so yeah, that's
347-185.
That's right, Chris Coleman won the 50-50, so right here side by side, so that's really good. But Chargers not looking to do anything special here. You know, you want to take care of the equipment and get out here without any injuries and conclude this. But, hey, that's an awesome deal right there as far as maybe some of this luck will rub off as far as on some of this threat gills as far as here.
There we go.
But Chargers received the opening kickoff, and the Eagles did an onside kick. So the Chargers will be kicking off to the Eagles here to start the second half. Just we have our stream going as far as we're on WLSM, the Refuge, and so we have listeners and people viewing as far as I know from all over the United States and possibly around the world. But I had a couple special listeners that was tuning in as far as on the stream from Tennessee, and you have Illinois representation following the Chargers and what's going on here tonight. So always glad to have that going as well. But our local listeners on WLSM appreciate the sponsorship there. So Hunter Holland approaches this ball, end-over-end kick that's going to be fielded about the 30-yard line. It's going to be run up across the 40. That's going to be Clark, and he keeps moving, and he gets the ball all the way up to the 44-yard line in still in Eagle territory, but it's going to be good starting field position for the Eagles.
Yeah, you know, they chose to receive the ball the second half to open it up, and you know, they've kicked it over there to Clark a couple times. That last time he had a full head of steam coming up the sidelines there, and again he did, and was able to get the ball down to about the 44, and that's where the Eagles will start this second half.
Yeah, ball's placed on the near hash going left to right, so 11:53 here as the Eagles offense comes onto the field. So Perkins at quarterback with Johnson to his left. Got the H-back to the right and two wide receivers to the left. Motion from Pittman going to the left. as Perkins tries to go around that left end and just nowhere to go. The Chargers' run defense has been stout. I mean, very few plays has it been any running room.
Yeah, that time heavy pressure by number 15, Elmer Gladney, and he was just able to get in and get that tackle.
So that was a tackle for about 5-yard loss, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 15. So the Charger defense is playing very stout. So empty back, well, let's take that back as far as you have Perkins in the shotgun with one back to his right, trips to the left. He goes back to the single wide receiver out in the right, and that's going to be Quinn, number 4, that makes the catch, and that's going to get the balls really back up to the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 10 with 11 minutes and counting here. So Charger defense looking to come up big on the possession play right here.
Yeah, they're looking to the sideline to get that play again, as you mentioned earlier, Chris, and just not a lot of spark going on for that Eagle offense there the first half, and this first possession there just hadn't shown much as well.
3 wide receivers to the left for Perkins as he pulls it down in the shotgun, and he tries to go off the left side. Nothing was open and just sort of tucked it down, and it's going to pick up about 3 or 4 yards, but still going to bring up 4th down and about 8.
It gets down to the 47-yard line, their own 47-yard line, and so bring up 4th down. We'll see what they'll do here.
Yeah, with all the pressure and Perkins not being able to look downfield for long, I think, you get to where you don't have very secure in that pocket. So I think he didn't take very long to say, I'm just going to tuck this up and I saw a crease and try to run. But he's actually hobbling a little bit himself after that last run. So 7 seconds on the play clock. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Perkins takes a snap, looks to the left, and gets it out quickly out toward number 6, again Clark, and that's going to be dropped. So that's going to be a turnover on downs for the Chargers. Going to have good field position across midfield and Eagle territory as the Eagles turn it over on downs. So 1st and 10, 9:39 here in the 3rd quarter, and the Chargers couldn't ask for more than that to come up with the big stop.
Yeah, starting on the 47-yard line of the Eagles for your first possession is very good, considering that they kicked off to them to start this second half. So we'll see the offense for the first time in this second half for the Chargers.
Yeah, Court takes the snap, hands it off to Jeremiah Miller, going over the left side. He gets behind his blockers. He's across the 40, across the 35, 30, 20, down to about the 18-yard line as he was slicing and dicing right there. So 29-yard run for Jeremiah Miller, and the clock's rolling. Chargers are already 1 play and inside the red zone there of the Eagles.
We talked about it at halftime, Chris and Jeremy, that Sellers and Miller both are averaging around 12 yards for each carry, and that just goes to show how well they're both carrying the ball tonight, just adding to that for Miller.
Cunningham split out to the left, 2 wide receivers to right. Court looks to his right, hits Woodard out in the flat. Woodard makes a man miss and end up tackled right there. But a good pickup there on 1st down, 7-8 yards, so brings up nice yard and distance there for the next play. So it's going to be 8, so 2nd and 2. Typically we go down to see where the ball spot, but I think it's right about the 10-yard line, I think. So 8:33 and counting. Chargers break the huddle. Got Miller to the left of Cork. Motion across the formation. Hands off to Miller going around the right side. He cuts it back north and south, and he goes into the end zone for the 10-yard run for the Chargers with 8:15 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And there goes the cannon off in the background as you got the Mississippi National Guard and Kurt McGee, as far as Sergeant Kurt McGee, said he had a lot of ammunition out there to fire that thing off tonight, so just in case it was needed. But last week we had fireworks. This week we have cannon down there. Yeah. I was waiting for Jeremy to start doing push-ups on every time we scored. Right now would be the time to start doing that when we get up to 34. So Shoemaker is out there for the hold, and Jaden Timms jogs on. plenty of time. Play clock's not been set. Now it's rolling. So Timms steps it back, doing a straight on kick. Only steps back a couple steps. Shoemaker calls for the snap. Snaps back, holds down, kick is up. And it is good, and the Chargers take the lead 35-0 here at 8:15 left to go in the third quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute with Charger football on WLSM.
You're clear.
All right. There might be a roll. It is a running clock now, so this is just to speed up pretty quickly.
For Miller. Okay.
So it's rolling right now. So 122. Sneaking in Pittman over here. So,
Yeah.
so
All right, coming back to you guys in 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're live.
All right, welcome back to Choctaw County High School as the kickoff from Hunter Holland is fielded at the 30 by Clark. Clark again, as far as this time, dances around a little bit and brings the ball back up to about the 39-yard line. It's going to be placed on the near hash. Eagles will be going from left to right. We have a running clock here at 6:46 and counting here in the second half. So we're might be moving along pretty quickly. Eupora offense hasn't been in any hurry tonight either. So they've been looking to the sideline, sort of slowing this game down. But 35-0. I want to mention Jeremiah Miller, this last drive, went over the century mark, got up to 122 yards, rushing on 8 attempts. So I can't figure that up math, but it's still pretty good. 15 yards a carry and 2 TDs on the night. So good outing so far for Jeremiah Miller. Eagles take the snap as far as Perkins. He hands it off to Clark, and the ball pops out.
Ball comes out, yep.
Yeah, right there. He did it from the fullback position, and looks like number 13 for the Chargers, Javarian Alderberry, is going to come up with the ball for the fumble recovery. So the defense didn't get a pick, but like you said, points, but got the big turnover right there. So the ball was right on the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Eagle offense that time was trying a little different type of movement there and trying just do a play where he come right up the middle. Looked like Clark was moving that way and just lost the ball as he was turning and coming and met that Charger defense. So Chargers come up with the ball, offense back on the field.
Yeah, another turnover there by that defense. So KJ takes the snap, Cork, and hands it off, and that's going to be Liggins on the run for the Chargers as he goes around the left side. So we had JV offense, some players out there, but Cork, I know you had mentioned earlier that maybe with some of the players being out, Cork is taking the snaps here with the JV offense as well. But 5 minutes and counting. So we got Liggins to the right, going to be of Cork. And now it's got some substitutions. Might take us just a few minutes as far as on this. But number 25 coming in for the Chargers, that's going to be, you have that number right there, Chris.
Caden Herlocks.
So Herlocks takes the snap and hands it to Liggins, but nowhere to go there as the Eagle defense collapses down. So it's going to be a tackle for a loss so we bring up, shows third down and 11 for the Chargers, but 4:17 in counting.
Herlocks is a freshman. This is the first snaps he's taken all year in varsity action.
So Herlocks takes the snap and it goes through his arms, but he's able to jump back on it as it's going to be a big negative play there for the Charger offense. So backs them up. It's going to bring up fourth down, so it's going to bring up an obvious punting situation here for the Chargers. So last week we got to see against Nettleton the Charger JV offense come out there and actually move the ball, but a little different without your your JV quarterback as far as getting some snaps. But I think out with not feeling the best tonight. But 3:32 and counting. Jaden Timms is going to be back for punting duty tonight. First punt of the night, I think, as well.
Yeah, for the Chargers, first punt of the night.
So number 5, Mark Pittman, back for the Eagles. 10 up on the line of scrimmage. Not a whole lot of pressure. Timms puts a foot into it, gets a good end-over-end kick that's going to hit at the 20, take a bounce. It's fielded at the 10 by Pittman. He reverses his field and goes around that left side, and you can see the shiftiness and speed there of Pittman as he has a decent return, and a late flag comes out as well.
Yeah.
So the clock's been rolling. It stopped now. I don't know on the change of the penalty, out of bounds, change of possession somehow. But Chargers in the lead here, 35-0 with 2:54 remaining. But this is going to go against the Eagles. It looks like the way they're pointing.
You can see that Pittman is their playmaker, Chris, and they want the ball in his hand over and over. And that penalty is against the Chargers. Personal foul penalty.
Yeah, so the ball is going to be spotted at the 20, so 15 yards. So that's going to move it to the 35. But add to that penalty total, I don't know if it was 7 in the first half, so end up that gets us on up there. So Perkins in the backfield, calls for the snap. He's in the shotgun, looking down the field, and he's going to meet pressure, and he's going to be sacked. He tries to look downfield, but I'm telling you, he just can't. He's unsettled in the pocket right there. Looks like a penalty flag came out, and the initial signal is going to be holding against the Eagles, and that's going to be declined as they're going to take the tackle for the sack in the backfield. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 15 for the Eagles. So 2:20 and counting here in the third quarter. So the Eagles break huddle. We'll have Perkins in the backfield with Clark to his right. Pittman in the slot to the right. Takes the snap, and he tries to go off right side behind Clark as a lead blocker. But again, tough sledding against that defense of the Chargers. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 16 as that was a tackle loss of a yard on that last play. Ball spotted in the middle of the field about the 29-yard line.
3rd down again for the Eagles, Chris, and they've seen this numerous times tonight.
3rd and long. So Perkins takes a snap looking down the field, and he looks to his right, to his left, and he gets it out there to Pittman. And Pittman is hard to bring down, and a host of Chargers swarm to the ball, but you can tell that the Eagles try to get him the ball as much as possible.
Yeah, makes it to about the 40-yard line. Still going to be about 5 yards short of the 1st down, and another 4th down for the Eagles.
Yeah. I don't know if we've seen anybody. I see the sign across there is showing signals behind the coach right there. I don't know if Michigan's been stealing any of these as far as we're prepared for this, but 4th and about 6-5 and Perkins takes the snap and hands it to Pittman coming on the jet sweep, and that's going to be well defended. He was coming from left to right across the screen toward us on this near hash, and he's tackled, and little or no gain, but anyway, it wasn't going to get nowhere close to the 1st down marker, and another turnover on downs by the Eagles. So this time the Chargers going to take the ball over at the 39-yard line.
And I figure this is going to wind up the 3rd quarter, 20 seconds left before the 4th quarter with the running clock, and so we'll probably run into the 4th quarter here.
Yeah, Chargers don't have to snap it. We'll see. It's at 5, 4, 3. There we go, and that's going to do it here for the 3rd quarter. Chargers are up 35-0 here in the Highway 9 Bowl over the Eupora Eagles. So we'll be back in 1 minute here with Charger football on WLSM, The Refuge.
You're clear.
All right. That went by a lot quicker.
All right, fixing to come back to you guys in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're on.
All right, welcome back to Choctaw County High School, Akron, Mississippi, as the Choctaw County Chargers are up 35-0, starting here the fourth and final quarter in this Highway 9 Bowl. Herlocks takes the snap and hands it off to Liggins, goes off the right side of the offensive line, and end up going to be a short gain, but picks up positive yards, and it's going to be 2nd down and 7. Chargers in no rush here to snap these plays. Two wide receivers to the right, tight end to the right, and back on each side of Herlocks. Herlocks takes the snap and hands it to Liggins. He tries to bounce it, going around the right side and going wide, and met by several Eupora Eagles. One of them's going to be Clark on the stop. So 11:03 in counting. Chargers are going from left to right. Ball is spotted on this near hash. There's the ball is on the 38-yard line in Eagle territory. Like I said, play clock's down at 7. No rush, just trying to use as much clock as possible. Herlocks with the back to each side. Mishandles the snap a little bit, gets it on the second bounce, and he goes north and south, sort of on a quarterback draw. But I don't know if that was a designed play or not.
I don't know if it was drawn up like that for sure, Chris, but he made something out of nothing there as he just took it and ran up the field, made positive yards out of it. Brings up 4th down, though, about 3 yards short.
The smartest thing he did was when he secured it, he went north and south. He went in one direction trying to pick up. These were something positive right there. But it's going to be 4th and 3 for the Chargers. It's right at 10 minutes left to go in this ball game. Play clock's at 12 and counting. Herlocks takes the snap, hands it off to number 23, going around the right side, and what good cut. Splits to Eagle defenders, and that's going to be Nehemiah Mitchell, a 9th grader, that picks up the 1st down and a fresh set of downs for the Chargers, 9:40 and counting. But you like that cut he made right there as far as
absolutely.
Planted that he was going to his right, planted that outside right foot, and got north and south. So Herlocks in the shotgun, Liggins to his left, hands it off to Liggins, trying to bounce, go up the right side, and he's going to go down around the 21-yard line. A Charger helmet comes off. So I have to bring in another lineman there for this 2nd down.
It looks like number 53, Tyrese Arterberry, lost his helmet there. He'll come out for a play.
Yeah. So clock running at 8:50. Charger offense here just needs to not have any negative plays. Just keep going forward, and a couple yards in the pile of dust. So, and there I talked it up as Herlocks hands it off to Nehemiah Mitchell, trying to go around the left side. Similar play that did earlier, going to the right. But that tackle is going to be behind the line of scrimmage, and it's going to go from make it 3rd and about 12 yards. So 8 minutes and 11 seconds counting here to end this ball game.
Chris, Chargers will host Coahoma County next week here at the Dale, first round of the playoff, and looks like the Eagles will be playing Calhoun City.
Calhoun City's. Herlocks takes that snap on the quarterback draw and goes straight ahead, and he's going to pick up some positive yards. I'm excited about Chargers being at home and moving through this playoffs. I know the first mission was to win the division and then taking the next steps, but playoffs, it could, you got to take every week as far as super serious, and hope we'll be playing a lot of weeks to come. But Herlock is 4th down and 7:21, takes the snap, hands it off to Liggins, trying to go around the right side, and he's tripped up in the backfield, and that's going to be by the Eagle defense. It's either 52 or 62, I can't tell. I think it might be number
62, I
62,
believe.
Duke Gary with the tackle, and that's going to turn it over on downs by the Chargers. So 7 minutes to go here in this ball game. It's going to be Eagles ball. But yeah, and then the Eagles on the flip side, working in Calhoun City, they have one of the better teams they've had in many years. They're very excited about that Calhoun City Wildcat team. So Eagles going to have their hands full next week, because we saw them as far as maybe last year. They have some size about them. Yeah, too.
They do.
So Perkins back out at quarterback, takes the snap, looks to the right, and gets it out there in the flat, and he's going to get it to in Pittman's hands. Pittman's going to pick up about 5 or 6 yards as they're going from right to left. So the ball is spotted right about the 25-yard line. Up to the 30-yard line now. So 2nd down and 4. So Perkins in shotgun with Johnson to his right. Perkins takes the snap, looking downfield. He's flushed out of the pocket, still got his eyes down the field, and he hits one of the guys on the sideline as he gets that one out of his hands quickly to avoid taking the sack. So 3rd and 4 for the Eagles. So 5:28 in counting. So Perkins with Johnson to his right, takes the snap and goes straight ahead, and he's still on his feet. And that might be, that's number 10. That's going to be Cordia Cork on the pickup, and it's going to be a fresh set of downs there for the Eagles. So as they brought in a fresh quarterback and some fresh legs there for the Eagles. And Cork's going to stay at quarterback. A lot of good quarterbacks wear that number 10. Cork looking down the field as he rolls, so that he gets that one air up underneath it and just throws it down, trying to hit Pittman streaking down the field until he goes for the home run, but unable to pitch and catch. But he got some air up underneath that last pass. So 4:11 and counting here in the 4th quarter. So what's your thoughts about the game as far as you end up? You like the Chargers, what you've seen tonight, Chris?
I do. I tell you something that stood out to me this second half is that defense again. I'm a big defensive guy, and I talk about it over and over, but they have not let the Eagles pass midfield so far this second half, so in any of their possessions. So that's really stood out to me, and I might have stuck my foot in my mouth there as they get close to midfield, but
yeah, I was waiting on the Cork on the run as he's at quarterback, and he takes the snap and goes off the left side, and he got tackled just short of it as he gets to the 49, still in Eagle territory. But yeah, so you know how we jinx things and stuff like that, but they have been played lights out, even from the opening possession where the onside kick where the Eagles stole that. Chargers came up big and got the stop right there. So 3:08 and counting here in this game. Cork in the shotgun with Johnson to his left. 2 wide receivers to the left and 1 to the right. He sends Johnson out to the left, flared, and just throws it out of his reach and throws it almost into the stands as it just goes over his head. But tried to get Johnson the ball in space. But Chargers with winning division be playing a 4 seed, Coahoma County, here at home next week at Dale Davison Field. So Cork in the shotgun, Johnson to his right, 3 wide receivers to the right, takes the snap on a quarterback draw, tries to get behind Johnson, but there's nowhere to go.
Keeps them beside that side of the midfield, and Chargers take back over.
Yeah, that was 4th and short, but Charger defense came up big and wanted to make sure that Chris didn't jinx it and stuff, and they came up with the good defensive play right there. So you were talking about how you were proud of them, and they delivered right there, that Charger defense. So 151 and counting here in this ball game, as it's been a quick second half. Once the Chargers hit the 35 points, that running clock has really made the second half float.
Had to make up for the power outage.
Yeah. So Herlock's in the shotgun with back to each side, and he goes straight ahead, jumps would-be tackler, and athletic play there as Herlock's the freshman getting his chance, taking some snaps. So 120 and counting. And, senior night, a lot of emotions tonight. Last regular season game, even though we know we're going to be here next week as well. Herlock takes the snap, hands it off to Liggins. Liggins is going straight up that right side, and he's met by several Eagles, but he never goes down to the ground, just stopped his momentum, and we're inside of 1 minute of closing out.
Yeah, you mentioned that senior night, and this field's seen a lot of senior nights. A lot of seniors come through here, and it's possibly the last senior night that the Dale Davison Field will actually see, as we're looking forward to moving to a new facility next year.
Yeah, I'm excited about that as Herlock takes the snap and hands it off to Liggins, trying to go around the right side, and that's going to be a loss on the play. And Jeremy was mentioning it earlier. He was saying maybe we have a little room to spread out next, and he can see a little bit as we got him in the back right here. But we're inside of 20 seconds. The clock's counting down. I don't think the Chargers are going to have to snap this one again. So the final on this one is going to be 35-0, as the Chargers are going to win this Highway 9 Bowl and take this and almost get this series back as far as evened up. Chargers still trail 4-3, but you can't be nothing but proud of this team and how they finished the regular season. I think 8-2 to now.
Yep, 8-2. We mentioned it earlier. The only losses regular season coming against that Ripley and Winona team, which are both still undefeated. So, new season start next week, Chris, as we go into playoffs. And you mentioned number 1 seed Chargers face number 4 seed Coahoma County.
Yeah, there's a lot of, I've seen the Chargers come up as far as and have not be overlooking, maybe somebody in the opening rounds and things. And here at home next week, I expect as far as the Chargers to be very focused on their opponent and trying to get work 1 week at a time, but hopefully we'll be playing into the end of November and maybe into the first part of December is the hopes and stuff.
Yeah, it's always fun to play November football for sure, and looking forward to playing a lot of it again this year.
Yeah, so as you look as far as this week coming up, what if you're Coach Mitchell and you had the Coach Whisperer, what you focusing on this week?
Well, I think it's one of those things where you have to take into account and definitely not overlook your first round opponent, as you mentioned. No matter where they come from, and so Coahoma County is going to come in ready to play hard and pull the upset here at the Dale. So you got to go in and focus on all cylinders. But I think it's also very important that you get some of those guys back that might have missed tonight. That some illness and things are going on around this area, that just take a few of the guys out to get them back and get them healthy and make sure you keep everybody healthy this week.
Yeah, I'm just super pumped about how this team is. We've played a really tough as far as early season, playing Winona, playing Ripley. But that helps build us, and it was a measuring stick to see how we were stacking up in 3A. And we came out of that, even though with some of the games earlier, losses, we sort of knew things that we had to do and had to improve. So, I mean, there's some interesting times upcoming, but you got to play week to week. So, end up looking forward to it and so like to see this game tonight. But that's going to conclude it here for the regular season here in Choctaw County as the Chargers improved to 8-2 on the year with a 35-0 win over Eupora in the Highway 9 Bowl. We'll be providing first-round updates here next week on WLSM for myself, Chris Threadgill, Chris Coleman with color, and Jeremy Threadgill, our statistician, and then also Dustin Cox back at the station. We wish you a good night and go Chargers.
Good, Cleo.
All right.
Appreciate you, man.
Hey, thanks for
All right,
all
y'all
the
have a
help.
good evening now.
All right,
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Oh, no problem. Good game. All right, have a good one.